everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching The Political Vigilante. Boom. So, Ghislaine Maxwell got arrested in July, and then this happened last week. Court says Ghislaine Maxwell's deposition can't remain secret, and it just came out on Friday, I believe, or Thursday or Friday. The unsealed deposition from her 2016 court case with Virginia Roberts Giuffre. I've gone through, it's a 400-page document, so I've gone through some of it. I will go through all of it. I'm going to go through all of it and do separate videos on certain segments of it. But I wanted to go through, since this just happened, they cracked the redactions in the Ghislaine Maxwell deposition. Here's what it says about Bill Clinton, Alan Dershowitz, Prince Andrew, plus help us decode more names, right? So this came out 3 days ago. This I wanted to show you. This is on like the first or second page. They talk about her address, right? And she said, I just want to be clear. She goes into this whole thing. I'm in the process of selling my home. So, you know, the address may change. I just want you to know that. This isn't from 2016. No other major media jumped on this and saw this. And this is Maxwell's response. They're asking about the specifics. So you're selling your home, your address is going to change. She goes, it's in the process of being sold. It still requires some final paperwork to be done. So just for the purposes of clarity, do you have a new address where you'll be living? I do not. Why is that significant? She knew shit was starting to come undone. She knew she knew Epstein was going to get caught. So she said, I don't have a new address. I'm in the process of selling this home, liquidating real estate so she could go on the run. Isn't it weird? Like in the spring of 2019, her non-for-profit, some Save the Oceans nonsense, it was a cover, it was a front. In it, it said, we help young people, empowering young girls aged 13, 14 years old on saving the oceans. She was using it to go recruit and traffic children to being pedophiles. That's what this court case is all about, right? That's what this deposition is all about. So she knew so she's like, I'm selling all my shit in 2016. I hope this doesn't see the light of day. We're just going to call Virginia Roberts Giuffre a crackpot. She slowly started to see that's not working. It's not working. She knew stuff was coming down. I'm just telling you, I don't know where I'm going to be living. Really, rich lady, you don't have another home already lined up? I don't know where I'm going to be living. I just wanted to show you that. Before we get into this, before we get into that pimp, I wanted to show you what else is in that column, right? So let's go through the article where they kind of talk about some of the redactions, and then I want to show you some other stuff. Okay, so this is the article that we just we're referencing, right? So they went through the 2016 deposition. In the deposition, Maxwell presented an answer to questions about the many famous men in Epstein's orbit, among them Bill Clinton, Dershowitz. The document that was released on Thursday, those names and others appeared to be under black bars. Why? So there's some like, is this your address? And they redact that. Okay, sure. Don't want to give out. That's fair. Somebody's personal information. Okay, but why are we redacting these names? That question right there. Why do we black out these names? Right? According to the Miami Herald, which sued for this and other documents to be released, the deposition was released only after days of wrangling over redactions. It turns out that though those redactions are possible to crack, that's because the deposition, which you can read in full here, and I have a copy of it. Here it is. We're going to go through some of it. You can get this online. Here it is. District Court, Giuffre, plaintiff against Maxwell, defendant. Right? Oh, wait. Why isn't that? Come on. So includes complete alphabetical index of the redacted and unredacted words appear in the document. So you can go check through this, right? But I want to, right? Again, Virginia is absolutely, totally lying. This is the subject of defamation about Virginia and the lie she has told. And one of the lies she told was that President Clinton was on the island where I was present. Absolutely 100%. That is a flat out total fabrication and a lie. Of course, she's protecting the Clintons. She doesn't want to get a paper t-shirt around her neck. You did fly on planes, Jeffrey Epstein's plane with President Clinton. Is that correct? Right? Why is this locking up? Don't be. Right? So that's where they uncover where the Clinton name comes up. I believe it was 98 or 99. Was that both airplanes and helicopters? Have you ever flown on your helicopter? Is that another example of Virginia lies? The question is, have you ever done that? I've never flown blank at any time. This shows how Clinton has been redacted. See? The A word and the D word, the index reports, appears consecutively in pages 211, 219, 368, and 407. Based on context, we can easily deduce that these two words are Allen and Dershowitz. Here's a redacted case of Dershowitz on page 210. Virginia Roberts has publicly accused Dershowitz of having sex with her while she was underage, which he has denied. Of course he's denied it. He's a filthy fucking pedophile. It says Victoria and I believe that means Virginia Roberts against Ghislaine Maxwell are not true. The original allegations are not new and have been fully responded to and shown to be untrue. And the next paragraph says each time the story is retold, it changes with new salacious details about public figures and world leaders. And it's alleged by Miss Roberts that blank, this is Dershowitz, is involved in having sexual relations with her, which he denies. Again, and this is how they figured it out. These words indicate numerous times. Virginia Roberts wrote about an identical incident involving a puppet and Prince Andrew in her memoir. From this, we can deduce that the words here are Andrews and Andrew. Do you recollect asking Virginia Roberts to sit on Andrew's lap with a caricature of Andrew? What else does Maxwell say about Prince Andrew? In an exchange starting on page 105, Maxwell says that she's known him for a very long time, but that she never introduced him to Jeffrey Epstein or Virginia Roberts, and that Andrew never told her that he had had sex with Roberts Dufresne. And there's an exchange on page 32. So Prince Andrew tell you that he did not have sex with Virginia Roberts? He doesn't even know who Virginia Roberts is. Did he tell you he didn't have sex with her? It would be difficult to have sex with someone you don't know. Really? Really? So then, how do you, of course, explain this? There's Prince Andrew with underage child Virginia Roberts, and there's Ghislaine Maxwell. This is something in his BBC interview. He tries to say, oh, I don't know. I don't even know. Is that my hand? We don't know. He tries to claim this wasn't him. There's Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell in the back set the whole thing up. That's what Virginia Roberts. How did this photo happen? Here's some of the other names that they cracked. Doug Brand, Philip Barden, Gwendolyn Beck, Rebecca Boylan, Jean-Luc Brunel. We've talked about him on the show. Again, I have a whole Epstein playlist on YouTube. Please check it out. Chelsea Clinton. I just showed you she was at Chelsea Clinton's wedding. Eva Dubin, Glenn Dubin, Al Gore, mentioned twice, Ross Gow, Sarah Kellen, one of Epstein's, another one of the women that he would use to go, he would have women go recruit young girls, like go up to 15-year-old girls and say, oh, you want to be a famous model? So this is also what Maria Farmer talks about, Les Wexner, the owner, creator, multi-billionaire of Victoria's Secret. Again, they go to children and say, we'll make you famous models. And then that's how they'd get trafficked. Shelley Lewis, Nadia Marchenko, also known as Nadia Marchenkova, Marvin Minsky, Tom Pritzker, Arnold Prosperi, David Rogers, Alfredo Rodriguez, Kevin Spacey. Well, that's a shocker that he's on this. Chris Tucker. Yeah. Leslie Wexner. Look at how many mentions of Les Wexner. I'm going to do a whole separate video on Les Wexner. So those are all the names on there, folks. We're just scratching the surface. Already lies in there. Blatant lies, as I just showed you. The Prince Andrew is a blatant lie. The Bill Clinton thing's a blatant. Oh, Bill Clinton. I never knew Bill Clinton was never on a plane. The flight log showed 26 times. He was on Epstein's plane 26 times. Hillary was on twice. Trump was on once. They're just liars. They're just flagrant liars. That's what they do. So I told you over a year ago when I started covering the Epstein thing, I wasn't going to let it go, and I'm not. And this deposition, I'm going to go through all 400 pages of it, and I will have more videos for you. I guarantee it. There's roughly 4,000 billionaires that control the planet. Many of them are pedophile sex traffickers. The ones that aren't are at least aware of it and do nothing and don't care. Billionaires need to be outlawed. This is what they do. They're awful, horrible people. Two presidents, Clinton and Trump, Hollywood, celebrities. Go back and watch everything in the Epstein playlist. Watch it. Those are some of my most viewed videos. Hundreds of thousands of views. It's what grew this channel. And now they throttle it. So make sure you hit the subscribe button because they don't want this information out there. Not in the way I'm putting it out there. They want it couched and, scrubbed and, Epstein's dead. So, well, it's all done. Les Wexner is never mentioned in anything. He's just on this long list, but he's never mentioned by mainstream media. He is the head of the snake, according to Maria Farmer. The head of the North American snake. She said, you have no idea how awful the sex trafficking is. There is a multi-billion-dollar global pedophile sex trafficking ring. How is this able to exist? Because the most powerful people in the world are doing it. Creepy shit. You had to sit on Prince Andrew's lap with some weird puppet. The ruling class is just evil, sick, twisted, out of their minds. We need to eliminate them. They're the problem. And they own the media. They own the courts. They own everything else. They want us fighting with each other. They want us in some civil war. We're not in civil war. We're in class war. But they don't want you to know that. They want you to think, oh, that's why you listen to these right-wing people. They think, oh, they're under attack by Antifa and Black Lives Matter. And they're just out of their minds. No, you're under attack by billionaires. That's who you're under attack by. They're snatching up your children and selling them to other filthy creep billionaires. So I'm going to keep covering this. I'm not letting it go. Not letting it go. The Clintons, the Trumps, Bidens, they're all horrible. Don't get caught up in these two parties and, no, there's the ruling class and there's two classes in this world. The ruling class, which is the 1%, and everybody else. Support the show at patreon.com/Graham Elwood, rockfin.com/Graham Elwood. It's all in the show notes. Blockchain cryptocurrency platform. I have a Venmo. I have a PayPal button at grahamelwood.com. Also have crypto wallets. I have a Bitcoin Cash, and an Ethereum wallet, all in the show notes below. Like, share, and subscribe to these videos. Listen to the Political Vigilante podcast on iTunes and Spotify. Download it. Give it a positive review. Those are great free ways to watch the show. To support the show. Watch the ads all the way through on YouTube. When you click skip ad, I don't get paid. All of the karaoke videos, by the way, are also on rockfin.com. Thanks for watching. Boom.